So welcome back. In this short video, what I'm going to do is explain one of the techniques that we're going to be using during our calls. And this technique is called counsel speak. And what it entails is quickly grounding yourself, connecting to the chair, the floor, the earth beneath you, sending your energy down into that space beneath you, connecting, feeling up through the core of your body, breathing very deep into your belly area, because that's where that calming breath comes from. If you breathe up into your chest, you're going to be creating more fight or flight response, which we don't need. So breathing into the belly, and then really connecting to your core of who you are and how you're feeling. What emotions do you have? What has the day created for you? What emotions have you experienced from other people that are not yours? Really connecting with that. And then often counsel speak is easier to do with eyes closed. You can choose either way, but that's why I'm demonstrating it this way. And so what happens is we often have a tendency with our personality type to get up in our head and need to think out loud and ramble and go off on many, many tangents. And it is our intention with these calls to be as concise and as to the point and as powerful as we can be, so we can practice being in that space, at least in one place in the world. And so, at least on these calls. So what I'm going to ask you to do at the beginning of every call is to get into this grounded place and to get into your seat of power. And then when it is your turn to speak, to answer the question or the discussion, I want you to come from this place of knowing, this place of power, this place where sentences don't always exist, don't always form fully, where the truth is more important than the structure, where you speak what you need to speak. And I'm going to ask that each of you attempt to practice this in your life as that's possible. And one thing that I have found practicing it in my life is that it brings me more centered, more grounded, and more at peace than the other method that we often use, which is rambling and lots of words and lots of ideas in lots of different directions. And so just trust in your inner knowing, and trust that also on the call, if you begin to go into that headspace, I'm going to pause and ask you to breathe and go back into counsel speak. So that's just one way that we're going to be able to keep these calls rich, deep, powerful, and moving at a pace that allows everyone a chance to have their words. Thanks. I'll see you then.